Alright, y'all, let's try to jump straight into this before the Wi-Fi demons come and get us. Listen, man, Mdot, of course he hate us. Now, this is Mdot remixing the Pop Kreep track that we all know about and things of that nature, where he was going at Mdot. This is Mdot responding to Pop Kreep. Let's jump straight into this and see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who did better on this beat. I'm gonna listen to this, and then I'm gonna listen to the Pop Kreep version, and I'm gonna gauge who I feel like did better on this one. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's see what's going on, chat. Let's see what's going on, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Hopefully we survive. Bro, hopefully we survive. All right, so far so good. Jet, what's the word?
Nas just does it better.
They don't do it for beat. Go off the block behind and go seek. But he poke at the gym and he smacking the G. Nigga look at the score, how they mention the beat. Q, he got a spot next to beat. No, he got hit with the back of the G. Nigga, Joe like he dumping, he mentioned the B. Nigga, into get smacked at the back of the V. Pop was a bitch, he don't cut on a rock. Remember Lupino, they knocked at his top time. Come through the lobby, do shot after shot, blame Pop. Nigga, he put the jet in the box. Stocky hit. Pop, why niggas must have forgot why he took his post down. 1K shot stop all of the cap, why he lying on drills, made him put the ball down. Every kick that we saw made him fall down. What the fuck is they having a ball now? Beat up in depth like 4 different seasons. They probably do shit and they giving his all now. Big bro, Danny. No twist, nigga always gonna cry, got no in the corner. Shout out his hand, this big bro split, got something in common, yeah, big brother's gone now. What am I dead? 1K thought he was tough, packed, 1 minute nigga, a blood top, push my boy, nigga thinking he creep.
He said, I ain't going front. Who do y'all think did better on this beat though? Mdot or Pop Kreep? Cause Mdot's flow in this actually isn't bad. Now what he's talking about isn't really too crazy, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not really too crazy because this is like a diss / response to Pop. Every line is basically referring to that situation or whatever the case may be, or whatever he has to address. So it's not really moving me in terms of lyrics, but the flow and energy isn't bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this could come on in the V and you know what I'm saying, now you swimming and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, now you doing 90 and a 55 and everybody's fearing for their life because you got Mdot on in GTA. But like, nah, like for real though, like I feel like the energy of this track is just different.
They probably do shit and they giving his all now. Big bro, Danny, sitting no twist, nigga always gonna cry, got no in the corner. Shout out his hand, this big bro split, got something in common, yeah, big brother's gone now. What am I dead? 1K thought he was tough, packed, 1 minute nigga, a blood top, push my bone, nigga thinking he Kreep out, nigga, then he got hit with a slug. But now he's gonna talk about beat, like, then up from right in the street, bones, this, bones, that niggas must forgot your big bro in the T. But, no, not done, walk the way down with the back of the gun, sit right on the bike, shot, sitting on his phone, won't start throwing the ton, bow, battle boys got him with pop.
I ain't going front. A lot of y'all be saying, yo, Mdot sounds repetitive. Mdot always sounds the same. I feel like Mdot has certain styles that he continues to go back and forth in between. Because he could give you the sentimental styles. He could give you songs like Pain, Pain Part 1 and Pain Part 2. And they don't sound like this. Baby Us also doesn't sound like this. But this is a specific Mdot style that I feel like he goes back to a lot of the time. And y'all say it's repetitive because he continues to drop more and more songs with this style. But he gives out different styles here and there and stuff like that. But I do think majority of the styles he chooses to do is like this. So it gets repetitive a lot of the time because majority of the time he's getting on these types of beats. But he is a versatile artist. Does it make sense what I'm saying right now? Does it make sense what I'm saying right now? Because like I get the repetitive allegations. I get the repetitive allegations. I get the, you know what I'm saying, all the songs sound the same, you know what I'm saying, sentiments and things of that nature. I think you dick riding Primo. I just told you and gave you multiple Yo, ban him out of my chat, matter of fact. I don't even want to explain myself for the second time. Ban him.
The back of the gun, sit right on the bike, shot sitting in his phone, get the creeper and won't start throwing the ton. Bow, battle boys got him with Pop, commercial, my daddy watch no stock, drop a.
Saying Pop sounds the same and Mdot doesn't is crazy dick ride. I never said Pop sounds the same. I never said that. I said, the nigga Mdot asked me, does Pop Kreep have the same flow? Does Pop Kreep sound the same every song? I say, yeah, but he has multiple flow pockets in songs. If you have multiple flow pockets in each song that you do, then you don't sound the same. But when I gave an example of Pop Kreep sounding different, everybody told me he sounded the same. So which is it? Niggas agree with me, then niggas disagree with me, then niggas try to disprove me disagreeing with Mdot. I'm like, yo, what do y'all actually want? Because Pop Kreep doesn't sound the same in every song. Pop Kreep has certain styles that he goes back and forth between, but he chooses this. It's the same thing with Mdot. He chooses the same style majority of the time. He chooses the same style majority of the time. It doesn't matter if you gonna say Mdot better on the beat. Pop gonna say you dick riding. If you gonna say Pop better on the beat, Mdot gonna say you dick riding. Both of these niggas did that shit this year, gig. What's the word, Frank? I love your soul, my boy. You see what I'm talking about, though? Like both of them gonna say what they gotta say. Like they both said that this year, and they both said they was trolling. So like, it's so many times niggas control. Like I don't know.
Merge my desert, keep doing thick, keep dissing the after you sucking our cock. Like, of course, Pop haters, they put their own stacks back at tears. I thought he was tough cause he riding with Pop niggas, kids blowing numb with a boy, he's big. 1K stacks, Q's a pack, they ain't hounds, the Teddy got cooked for the Mac, let's lay the beat on my favorite little Eminem flavor, niggas no one got put in the pack. What am I? Niggas messing in bones, LA, they got the big in his bones. Fades on hits, I throw it a hat crack, niggas hat crack, what he do at his dome. Being on hit, they ain't pick up the phone. Stacks, hip hop left him alone, they ain't hounds, the Teddy got cooked for the Mac, baby, Poppy got trapped in the 2-3 zone. Nigga, what am I? That got me grabbing the 4 I'm rapping the booth with the rap, niggas know how I get out. Boom, never back in the block, man, over the moon, niggas told him to go to the glow and boom. Bound niggas running, they ducking the boom. Tripping and falling, we pop the balloon. Niggas talking, I told you can't walk in my shoes. They look at my face and they walk in the room. The bros keep telling me that don't crack at the ball of my hand. Mouse telling me rap niggas getting it fucked up 48 hours. How long I be got every time we be back. Bow this shit making me mad. Oh yeah, with a bro with the belt to the ass. Niggas trolling the gram, niggas doing the same old shit. Got the mag niggas stalking the pack. They don't do it for B. Go off the box, play how to go see. But he poking the jam, he smacking the T. Nigga look at the score, how he messing the B. Q, he got his mind to B. No, he got hit with the back of the T. Nigga draw like he ducking, he messing the B. Nigga inch get smacked at the back of the V.
Now that video, the energy in this video is fake crazy. Like I'm not even peeping like what this what the visuals of the video is. Like it's like close shots of like a giant group of niggas just dancing and this nigga performing his song. But I ain't gonna front though. The energy and flows on this, tough. And this song showcases to y'all why people like M.59's drill music, the flows, the beat selection, and the energy. I think those three things are like very prevalent on this song. And it's gonna be very interesting because I think those three things are the same reasons why people like the Pop Kreep track.
Ducking me, messing me, being nigga, inch get smacked at the back of the feet. I was a bitch, they don't come down the block. Remember Lupino, they knocked his top time, come through the lobby, do shot the shop, ain't Pop, nigga, he put a giant in the box. Taki hit, Pop, why niggas must forgot why he took his post down. 1K stop all the cap, why he lying on drills, I mean to put the bull down. Where my dad, nigga? Fuck you, fuck Pino, fuck.
Let me hear the Pop Kreep song, child. Let me hear the Pop Kreep song. What was the song called? It was the Stones joint. That was the Stones joint. I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. That M.59 song isn't bad. Good flows, great energy, good beat selection because we know this beat is hard. Shout out Wick. Honestly speaking though, M.59 song, I'm not going back to it, but that's actually a good song. I would give it a 7.5. Like I would give it a 7.5. Like it could
I catch more friends and I'm throwing slugs. They was just so
it would make the playlist. Like it could make the playlist. Like that's something I would bump in the V. But let me see what Pop is talking about.
Nas just does it better.
and it is what it is and it was what it was. I catch more friends and I'm throwing slugs. They was just soaking no beat and trolling no beat. Now everybody throwing dogs. No, I'm not showing no mercy. Balls and out the 30. They rush to us in a hurry. I ain't gonna lie to me, hang up they jersey. Get it tired as rap beat. I just wanna leak up the clappy. Half of them ain't even knowing they clappy. These dumb niggas go to where and bring up the stat sheet. Why the fuck keep bringing up Stacky? And now we gonna talk about Derek. But I really wanna talk about Millie. I talk about Tyler when them niggas stretch. Now we gonna talk about X. We got back and right up since Dak walking down the stairs on the mom. How the fuck she macking? She don't give me that.
Had to pick the G, I was trying to go hoop. I'm a renegade creep, I ain't jacking no truth. Cause y'all wanna leave with the funny ass dude. If I gotta pick a side, y'all know who gon' choose. Grim Creek this, Grim Creek that, all you need is a ski and a G to go boom. If you was in my shoes with a boy with a fall to broke with the flicker, I'm like, what's the hold up? Bones got shot in his hand in the morning, he was like on the F and niggas got a bone him. And like he say he big on the guys, like why these caps running for the live? He just get the wave and the G shot aside.
I'm not gonna front chat. Hold on, let me finish it.
But they got busted, he died, nigga. What the fuck is y'all saying? We
Who do y'all think?
Who do y'all think? Got put on the molly, everything dead. We the ones not playing. I throw what I got. We the ones who make shit hot. The breathe to the F, gotta go to the lot. That's been to the jail, so boy, you get shot.
Nigga, tryna walk down the steps, still paid. Now this bitch right, keep saying my name. They think down Spanish, so I'm yelling out babe. Star G when niggas too paid. Nigga, Jada got shot in his head, dummy. Why the fuck they come up the pop? Say you run from 30. We try to go through 30. And you not your deep if you need to go spin. Off a motherfucker turkey. Me and Mato sober. We throw options roll ups. He saw a dead body, he saw the blood. That's when I nigga throw up. I ain't gon' lie, bro, I get it. A lot of these things I with it. But you ain't got a lie, put a persona. That you really tryna flick it.
I'm not gonna front. Until that last line, I wasn't jacking the second half for the Pop Kreep track. I ain't gonna front. Until that last line, like the second half of Pop Kreep's verse right there, I wasn't really jacking it until he said that last line. That last line wasn't bad. Who do y'all think did better, ladies and gentlemen? I ain't going front with that. I'm gonna be real. When I first heard M.Dot's version, I told Dot, I feel like you flowed better than Pop on this song. I feel like you flowed better than Pop on this song, but I prefer Pop Creeps more. Now that I'm hearing it, I still prefer Pop Creeps more because of the unorthodox flow and the different approach. And Mdot is also on the song. And I feel like Mdot has a very accessible and good flow as well. In terms of lyrics, I don't think either of these niggas had anything to ride home about. But I would say Mdot had better lyrics on his song. And I think Pop Creep and them made a better cohesive song opposed to Mdot. Is that wrong to say? Is that wrong to say? So with that being said, I probably would say Pop Creep did better on this beat. But Mdot talked more on this beat. Was that a bad take? And that's how I feel in the moment. You know these things could always change. These things could always change. Just how, like, when I told Mdot Pop Creep wasn't top 10, and then I reevaluated my list months later and said that Pop Creep wasn't top 10 when I, you know what I'm saying, really gauged it, whatever the case may be. Pop Creep could be top 10 next week if he drops a banger. You see what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I think Pop did best on this beat in my personal opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that down below in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for watching this video. Let's see what's next, man.